Night barn floor. Morning barn floor. What is up, guys? Welcome back. Hi, babies. Okay, not so much babies. You standing there. You want more food? Did the chubbies eat your food? I'll get you more. All right, guys. Welcome back. You guys, are you done eating? Hold on. Okay, now we can let the babies out. Good morning, babies. Absolutely love it. You will notice that, well, yeah, your mommy's in there. Tapioca. All right, I'm gonna have to kick them out and then I'll be right back. And we're back. Yep. All right. Calm down. Little silly potatoes. Okay, in this stall we have Muffin and Drummy, mama daughter, Mississippi and Puddin', mama daughter, and Mississippi's baby Athena, so mom, daughter, daughter. Granddaughter? You better move. You better move. Because there's about to be trouble. Oh, okay. You ever have you in a situation where you have to walk like this because, you know, there's babies everywhere and they're always at foot? All right. Goodness. I know. I don't want to know what you're saying. Probably just mom. Probably nothing derogatory about me and my farming skills or lack thereof. There you go. You two about to get wrecked. We started calling Pollux the Dark Knight. But your mama went that way. Because Pollux is pure black. He's got that little pole, that little white top on that little white bit on top of his head is called a pole. Or Danish means top of the hill, so I think that's maybe where that came from. But he has, I don't even know that he has, I mean, he has very, very little white tips on his ears. I mean, I don't even know if I'd label it as such. Okay, so, worms. You guys remember last year? You'll have to go back. I don't think I have the video or the photo anymore. Mississippi, it was actually Mississippi had this tapeworm that came out of her butt. We talk about butts a lot on this channel, goat butts. Came out of her butt and was long enough to actually touch the ground. So it was probably about 12 to 18 inches long and probably as thick as my thumb. Big old nasty tapeworm. Had ridges. It looked like an earthworm with no color. It was pretty gross. Since we have Coxie, and guys, I got to make this very clear. I've made it clear before, we do not medicate unless it's necessary. There are no more wormers coming that I'm aware of. There haven't been any goat wormers in 50 years. Almost every goat wormer that we use is off-brand, meaning they're for cattle or pigs or horses. They just don't exist for goats. So everything is cross, even most of the stuff we use, some stuff we use will have a goat listed as well. Most stuff does not. And so that's why we don't just willy-nilly deworm everybody all the time, round the clock. At a certain point, you have to let them build the things in their bodies that helps them fight the worms. And, you know, letting it only deworming as necessary, I think helps build some of that strength without going to the extreme of letting the weak die. Obviously, we don't want to do that. But when we were doing butt checks, I found a couple of worms on a couple babies. And somebody commented, you know, as soon as they got coxy, I said to deworm or to give Toltras to everybody. And that's fine. And we have chosen to do that. That's out of an abundance of caution, not because I've still only had 3 babies that actually popped. And we see, I think the misunderstanding is that we're not doing that, but we are. They're on coccidia prevention, but since they have such a short time span here, as far as the medication goes, the coccidia prevention that they're already on is every 3 weeks. So the thing about that is, you see 3 babies pop up, and you say just treat the entire herd. Well, yes, if they weren't already on preventative. So every one of these babies had already had 2 rounds of Toltras as a preventative when they were 3 weeks old, when they were 6 weeks old. Well, they might have had 3 rounds when they were 9 weeks old, because some of them are actually coming up on 12 weeks old. So they were due. And the vast majority that you saw us give that dose to in the video a couple days ago was those kids that were coming up on their 3-week treatment. The problem was they were just a few days ahead of schedule. So the worms kicked in a little earlier than they should have. And so we ended up treating them a few days ahead of when their 3-week preventative would have been given to them anyway. Administered. No, we don't play that. What's that, big man? Sucking up all of the sunshine. He's like, I only need half my body in the sun. I don't need my Buddha half in the sun. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Stop. Stop biting me. Y'all, I get comments a lot about how I'm wearing these old nasty shorts and the zipper's actually busted out of them and the shirt's torn. And this is my farm clothes. I don't just run around here wearing nice clothes to the barn, because these used to be black camo. However, they faded and the zipper busted, and I'm just running around the farm here, so I'm not worried about any issues. Oh goodness. And so I just wear old raggedy nasty clothes. You have 22 baby goats jumping on you with wet feet, or they have poop on their feet, or even just dirt on their feet. You come over here for 10 minutes and you look like you've been through a goat war. It's just bad. Even some of the big girls still jump up on us. Twinkie's one, Tootsie's one. They like to hop up on you. Most of the other girls kind of stay down. Doodles, Brinky Dinkies. Guys, I don't know what's wrong with her. Yes, I've checked her entire body over. I didn't just check her front leg. She seems to be favoring that front right leg. And she's been favoring it for a while. But like I mentioned, I don't know if she's getting into... I mean, if you think about it, if she lives 8 years and she's already 6 years old, then she's coming up to the end, as much as we hate to think about it. Now, if she's 6 years old and she's going to make it to 12 years, which obviously nobody knows, then she's only halfway through her life. That's just one of those really harsh realities. Some of the goats exhibit no signs of old age or anything like that and live longer, and as is the case with people. Hi, Miss Fuzzy Face. You had the fuzziest little baby face when you were a baby. You did. They've already all left out the pasture. Cookie's heading up to her corner up there. Well, she'll lay with zero regard for goat rules, goat law. That's really kind of it going on over here. Yes. Athena has really turned the corner, not in the right direction. She might have already gone out to pasture. She seems to be better this morning. But yesterday she was just, if you watch goat behavior, she was hanging out with the herd, but she was down. She would walk out to pasture with them, and when they would stop to eat, she would lay down and just nibble grass on the ground. She wasn't standing and eating and running and playing like babies do, and she's still acting a little lethargic this morning. Still got a little bit of runny poop, but I treated her again yesterday for cocci, and then we dewormed the entire baby bunch. I saw worms on probably 4 or 5 of the babies out of 21. We're down to 21, I forgot. Frappuccino went home. Oh, sad. So, if 4 or 5 of the babies have tapeworm, that's a quarter of them. We just went ahead and pulled the trigger and dewormed them all. Big moms, obviously, is a little different. They're a little sturdier, stronger. Man, I tell you guys, babies, coccidia, you have probably 3 to 7 days and that baby's toast. Worms, you would have a longer, depending on the worm load. But it's spring still. It's been wet. It's been just, I don't know how else to explain it. I've explained it before. It's just one of those things. And even though we don't like to treat all the babies or any of like massive amounts of goats all at one time just for worms, babies are a totally different story. And we try to maintain and keep, controlled worm load, and it's lay on the bridge time, I guess. Are you gonna lay down, Frosty Mom? Photo op. So we did. So we did start the. Stop. Gummy droppies. Gummy gumdrops. Did I tell you guys she ripped her horn off the other day fighting? She was a bloody mess. She had a scur. Like, this is called a scur. It's when you miss some of the horn material and it continues to grow. She had a little one on this side about this long, and she ripped that sucker off fighting Frosty Mom of all goats. What are you doing? Oh, it's Marlin. I thought you were Puddin' again. I thought you were Puddin' nibbling me. Puddin' doesn't nibble me. So we started the babies on a 3-day regimen of valbazen. Valbazen is one of the only really drugs that we use that will kill tapeworm. And so we did that just out of an abundance of caution. Don't want babies going downhill. Now you have Athena, who is fighting coccidia and then gets a worm load. It's just not good. You can see her. I don't know if you can see her. She's just standing there beside her mom. Feed that baby. Weenie. She seems better this morning. Yesterday she was really lethargic, and I'm actually fairly concerned with her. But I think with the valbazen and the toltras, she'll get going in the right direction. It might just take her a few days. Hopefully we can get her to a good point before the heat comes in, because we're looking at high 80s, low 90s. I can't remember when it starts. It'll be the next few days, over the weekend for sure. And then into next week, it's going to be in the low 90s, 92, 95. What's up, boys? Boys, yes, you as well. You getting a little dirt bath? Yes. Dirt baths keep the parasites down. Gentlemen, you're, yep, you're showing. These two down here being little cuddle buddies. Hi, cuddle buddies. Okay, so I just want to touch on one last thing. I've been feeding the babies a lot. I'll get you out. Okay, Mr. Snow. Let's get Mr. Snow out of here. Don't want to forget him. And then we get Shrews out last too. Come on. Where'd you guys get that med cup? No, no. No, 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 no. No, no. Mr. Snow. Bye, little pink butt. Yes, Mr. Snow has been incredibly rambunctious the last probably 2 weeks. Little man's just excited. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's looking good. I love it. I love it. I had some concerns with him coming out of winter, but he finally blew that old shaggy, nasty winter coat, and now he's glowing in the dark. So, I've been feeding the babies the same amount for about a month now. I'm just throwing it down in here. They got some pine shavings in it, but they'll eat around that. I've seen them pick through this mess that you're looking at and just eat all of the sunflower seeds. I mean, they really have the ability to just snip out that one little seed and eat it. So they'll dig around with that, and it's not an issue anyway. But I was feeding them. I made some makeshift containers. And I was feeding them the same amount that I'm feeding them now. I put 10 cups of food in this stall, and that was when I had Frosty Mom in here with them. I've taken her out since the Coxie outbreak. But as you guys can see, and I didn't know, they were clearly just wasting it. Because I would come in here and pick up all their food dishes and they would all be empty. But you can see they've eaten a good bit of this, but nothing like I thought they were eating all of it. Which is fine. I'll just leave this in here and put them back down tonight for them. But yeah, so I'm not going to cut them back. I'm just going to... I won't even need to put any food in these bins tonight. I was just apparently wasting tons and tons of food because I thought they were eating. See, I put a cup of Kalmbach Sweet Licks mix, a cup of alfalfa pellets, and a tablespoon of sunflower seeds in each bin. So 10 cups total of food, 5 bins, 2 cups per bin. And I thought they were eating it all, and they're not. So that's good to know. That's good information. We've never kept babies this long and tried to feed them up. So transitioning them off onto food. Normally, they're all gone at 8 weeks. I have not gotten rid of a single baby this year except for Frappuccino. So we're working on getting through that. We have a bunch, but they're later pickups. So it'll be happening. It's just timing. This year feels very long and very short at the same time already. It's halfway through the year. Which is insane. Hi, Mr. Big Red. Pretty little thing. Lisa. Every time I look at this little guy, I'm like, we should keep him. He's just gorgeous. Zorro. Hi. You little goof. Okay, guys. That is it. I will be treating them tonight and tomorrow night with Valbazen for the tapeworms. And we're just doing all the babies, so just is what it is at this point. Safety first.